Mike Thomas. I have a special guest right here. My father. My father, he deals with the topic that I'm about to discuss. He deals with collegiate athletes and sending guys to college, and I think this subject that we're talking about, collegiate athletes getting compensated for what they do on a daily basis. How you doing?
Good yourself.
I'm all right. So I got a few questions that I think need to be answered. So number one, should college athletes be paid?
Yeah, I think they should be paid because besides the scholarship, it's a job. You have to work in order to keep your scholarship. If you don't pan out, you lose your scholarship. But other than just the scholarship and the monies alone, I think that may curb some of the illegal things that what the NCAA calls illegal, such as selling your autographs and things like that. So if they get paid, that may cut down on some of that. And I think that they should be well compensated for it because the schools are benefiting from that.
Right. So I'm glad you did talk about the legal benefits. So I mean, in the real world, those illegal benefits are not considered illegal. They would just be considered as just financial compensation for what was just taking place, such as an autographed helmet or whatever. So do you think the NCAA should take away like those rules about getting improper benefits?
Yeah, because a lot of those kids don't come from affluent backgrounds. So a lot of those kids come from the inner city, urban inner cities, not just speaking of just black or Mexican kids, but just, some Caucasian kids as well. Everybody doesn't have a lot of money. Families, they don't have it. So if you send a kid to school on a scholarship, that's great. But after the meal hall closes, how's he gonna eat? How's he gonna go shopping? Just basic things like that. They need those, basic needs. And if a family is struggling to send that stuff to you, that's taken away from the household. And I figure that's why a lot of kids go pro early.
Okay, right. Cause like I said, just being an athlete at Alabama or Florida or wherever you at, I know you see coaches with like these nice cars, fancy big houses, and I don't think, and then around the university you see these new buildings being built up at an alarming rate, and you trying to wonder where that money's coming from, and the athletes are not really reaping the benefits. Yes, they may get free shoes and this, that, and the fourth, but I don't think that's really doing any compensation. That's just kind of like penny pinching and just giving them whatever you want to give them. So with that being said, I mean, obviously we have all these coaches getting paid high money, like Dabo Swinney just signed like $100 million. Jimbo Fisher has $75 million down at Texas A&M. And me personally, I don't think they deserve it. But what's your take on these high coaching salaries?
Well, when you consider these high salaries of $4 and $5 million a year or more, coaches are teachers. Yes, teachers should get paid like that, but he's not an academic teacher. I think the teachers that where these kids come from need to be paid very well, as such as some of these coaches do. And a lot of that money should trickle down again, all back down to the players. Because yes, the coaches coach, they put in these systems and this and all this other stuff, but the kids are actually doing the work for them. So, I mean, as we all know, NCAA is a business. It's supposed to be non-for-profit, but it's a business altogether. And with that being said, a lot of these coaches don't deserve that. A lot of $4 or $5 million to coach a football team, and it's a lot. And I get the university is getting probably $200 million off of that, so that's just a small pinch of what the university is getting. So I think they should just pinch off a little more, just give something to the players.
Okay, so now we have now we're dealing with how and like how to deal, well, how
to pay the players.
You're right, how to pay the players.
I think it should go on the economics of the school and the economics of the program. If the program is bringing in $200 million a year, and that's that kid's job, I think they should get paid at least. If it's a school like Alabama, for instance, they rake in probably $200 or $300 million a year. Why not give a kid $40,000 a year? Why not give them $45,000 a year? And depending on the budget of the school, depending on how much the school brings in, and I know the school has to run off a lot of that money, but still at the same time, a lot of these kids are the program. So if it's Division II, you should maybe get depending on what the school brings in from the TV contracts, from the shoe deals and things like that. They should probably get a good D2 school, probably get maybe like $35,000 a year. D3 schools, they really don't give any money back, but I think still they should get maybe a little bit something. Some D3 schools don't give out money scholarship, so I think that should change within D3. Instead, you should be able to get a full ride if you can't get compensated for not having anything. So
right.
if you don't, if they can't give scholarship, they should give you something. Not say, well, we have these grants you can get because you're smart as hell. You're smart as hell, so you can get. We can get you this scholarship, this grant, this grant, this grant. Now, but you still back to the same thing. Now I'm smart, but now I still don't have any money. My family doesn't have any money to give me. So I think they should still get some type of stipend, to help them out as well. Because you got some top D3 schools that's been winning. So I still think they should probably get maybe $15,000 to $20,000 a year. I would say it depended on the budget of the school. If the school doesn't have much, they can't offer a kid, a big stipend like that. Or NAIA schools, same with them. They can't get, they don't have an Alabama budget. So they can't give a kid what they don't have. And I can fully understand that. But when you have it, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to, spread the wealth. Let it trickle down from the top.
Right. So now today, like back then, I would say like back when Magic and Larry, and then you have Bo Jackson and Dion and all of these players before, like today, like the marketable players. Now today you have it more than ever, and I don't know if like people really don't understand like this, the money these one player can generate for one school, let alone the whole entire team. Right. So my thing is, I don't think so. What would you say would be the proper steps into bringing it to the forefront so these players can be compensated for what they do?
Well, it's a lot of steps that you can take, but the thing is, the NCAA, I mean, they're supposed to be non-for-profit, but they are a profit organization. They don't, in my opinion, they don't want to let go a lot of that money that they give in the people that run the NCAA that make these rules where a kid can't get this and can't get that, but at the same time, they're benefiting off of every kid that go through there, such as the clearinghouse, such as just those things, and just that one thing in general. You have to go through the NCAA for this and for that. I'm not sure if they have to pay anything, but again, NCAA, it's a business. It's supposed to be not for profit, but it is for profit, and it's not for profit for the guys that's putting their body out there on the field. Every Saturday, well, not say every Saturday, from June all year round. So I think, they should try to make steps. Again, it'll curb some call illegal things, because signing an autograph and getting $10 for or $20 for an autograph, or even getting free food at a Taco Bell or something. You can't get that. Jameis Winston he has to say he stole some crabs because somebody gave it to him because he's the quarterback. That should not be. So they should try to let go of some of those restraints, because it doesn't really make sense for, a kid can't get this and can't get that, but you don't want to pay him. You say a free scholarship is, that's all that person needs. But again, a lot of people from the NCAA doesn't come from the streets of Cincinnati, the streets of Los Angeles, the streets of Chicago, where your family don't have the means to probably send you even $50 a month so you can just survive.
Right. Well, yeah, I've always said that too, that I think the NCAA needs to kind of curb some of these ridiculous restraints and